There are two kinds of leaders, and this is kind of extreme. There are leaders that live in ivory towers, and there are leaders that live in glass houses. And as I go through this, consider what kind of a leader are you, and what kind of leaders do you have representing you in your congregation? Leaders who live in glass houses, who live in ivory towers, live in isolation. Lee Buchanan, who is an editor of Inc. magazine, said, "Isolation is among the greatest threats to those at the top. Members need and want to talk to you. They come seeking clarification, inspiration, reality checks. They also come bearing intelligence, some of which you might not otherwise hear." Leaders who live in ivory towers also like to play it safe. They may appear mysterious. Members may not know who they are or what they stand for. And when the leadership of the congregation is around, people may be uncomfortable. They may feel awkward. There may be a sense of tenseness around the leaders. Leaders who live in ivory towers tend to manage others as a way of getting done the work of the congregation. They make decisions based on secondhand information because they're not out front and they're not in touch. And so they get their information secondhand. And they are unclear about where they stand. On the other hand, leaders who live in glass houses are involved and informed. They allow themselves to be vulnerable. The author and psychiatrist M. Scott Peck said, "There can be no vulnerability without risk. There can be no community without vulnerability. And there can be no peace and ultimately no life without community." So risk equals vulnerability, which equals community. Leaders who live in glass houses are transparent in everything they do. There are no secrets. There's nothing to hide. They lead not by managing others, but by inspiring others. And they make decisions based on firsthand knowledge because they're out front and in touch. And then finally, they espouse clear values and vision and purpose. Noel Tichy and Warren Bennis, two other management gurus, said, "Character provides the moral compass. It tells you what you must do. And then there's courage. It produces results, ensuring that you follow through on the decisions you've made." Character and courage. It distinguishes the great leaders, the leaders who lead their congregations to becoming healthy, vital, and growing ones from the rest.